In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create this hyper flicker transition in After Effects. And I thought this transition looked super cool. Like, this transition is super fast and easy to create, so I'm excited to show you guys how to create it. And if you guys don't know about my all-in-one bundle, where you get all of my editing packs on my whole website, you now get a full course as well, where I'm showing you guys how to use the editing packs as well. So to check out the all-in-one bundle, it's going to be a link at the top of the description. Now let's start creating this transition here. So here we're in After Effects. I'm using FHD with 24 FPS if you guys want to copy my composition settings. So here we got two clips. I'm going to be making the transition in between here of Central C. So what I'm going to be doing is basically drag this back here a little bit later in our composition here. Then I can duplicate this by pressing Ctrl D, and I can put it in between. And then we can just see if we like the length of this. A little bit too long, so I'm gonna make it a little bit shorter. I think that's nice. So to create this hyper flicker transition here, we're going to be adding an effect called random edit. So this is basically going to be changing around with random frames from your footage here. And my footage is the whole, music video here I'm showing this example on. So it's basically going to be taking random frames from the footage you have imported into After Effects. So you're going to be giving me these frames here, and I'm going to be setting the edit frame length to 1, because now it's showing at 2 frames, and it's going to look something like this when we play it. Very fast. And now we're going to be adding flicker to this as well. I'm going to set the amplitude here to 10, so it's going to be flickering between black and white like this here. Super crazy flicker here. And after that you can pre-compose this, and we can name it hyper flicker transition. And after you have pre-composed, we're going to be adding some final effects to our transition here. So we're going to be starting off by adding noise to this. And here I'm going to be increasing the noise to around 20% here. So we get this noise touch here, as you guys can see. It looks very clean. Now to make this a little bit slower now and actually slowing down the flickering here, we're going to be adding an effect called posterize time. So this is basically going to be dragging down the FPS here, and I'm going to set the frame rate to 12 here. And now when you play the transition, it's going to look something like this here. Super cool flickering transition here. Looks very cool in my opinion. And now if you guys want to amplify this transition even more, we could add on some grunge effects, and for that I'm going to be using my grunge preset pack, which is a part of my all-in-one bundle. What you just need to do here is basically pressing Ctrl-Alt-Y to create a adjustment layer, press Ctrl-Shift-D to cut it, then press Ctrl-Shift-D again here. So it just covers the transition part here. Go to animation presets, user presets, and here we have the grunge presets, and we have heavy, light and medium grunge presets here. And I'm going to be using one of the medium ones, so the digital camera preset here, just drag and drop. And now when we play it, we get something like this here. Looks very nice here. And I think it can look even better if we delete this adjustment layer, open up the pre-composition here, and just make a new adjustment layer here. And here we add the digital camera, and it's going to look something like this instead. Really fire transition. Make a new adjustment layer here, and we can try out some other preset here. So the lost tape, drag and drop. It's going to be getting this really edgy hyper flicker transition here. Looks super cool. And one last preset here, we could use the glitchy VHS, for example, drag and drop, and it's gonna look something like this here. Absolutely incredible transition here. Looks super fire with the glitchy VHS here. If you guys want to have another look, you can drag up the frame rate, for example. So now it's going to be showing more frames, something like this here. This looks absolutely incredible. So yeah, if you guys want to check out the grunge preset pack, which is a part of my all-in-one bundle, it's going to be a link in the description down below. It's also going to be a link to the all-in-one bundle, where you can get all of my editing packs for the fraction of the original price. And it's also a full course included in that on how to use the actual editing packs, which is literally the best deal I have. So to check it out, it's going to be a link at the top of the description. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Take care and have a nice day.